YouTube, what is going on, man? Scarface in the building. You already know the vibes. In this video, I wanted to discuss how to increase your strength as a man. This channel is catered towards men, so I'll be speaking from that perspective. And a lot of the time, when we think of strong man, we immediately think of the guy who goes gym, who's lifting crazy weights and has like these crazy big muscles or whatever. Like that is not strength, guys. And a lot of the time, those guys are often masking something. It's a cover up for some kind of weakness somewhere in that vessel. So don't automatically assume, because true strength is unseen. It's not physical. And when you have strength, you don't need to show it off. You don't need to show it off. It's contained. It's contained. What's inner will manifest outward, and it's going to be manifested outward. You don't need to talk about it. You don't need to brag. So sometimes when you see somebody doing too much, like to show off, or that's boastful, or doing this or that, that's not true strength. That's somebody masking things. Because anyone can go to the gym, follow a consistent schedule, and build muscle. I'm not knocking it, but again, at the same time, guys, that's not true strength. True strength lies in discipline, and that is how you build your strength as a man. If you want to get stronger, because for me personally, all I care about, and I feel like is staying healthy and staying strong. Because if you're healthy and strong, you can accomplish anything. If you're healthy and strong, you can do anything. And if you've ever gotten sick, money is the last thing in your mind, and that's why I focus on health first and staying strong. Because if you're healthy and strong, you can always lift bricks as a man. If you're healthy and strong, you can always attract a mate. You can always do this. You can always get better opportunities. Being healthy and strong is the most important thing, in my opinion. If you want to put money first, you do you, and then your health suffers, and then you're fucked. So yeah, you build strength through discipline. And I've got a Words of Wisdom book here that I'm sort of self-writing, if you will. But yeah, the way you build strength is by doing what others want. And I don't want to say what others can't, because everything I can do, you can do. Everything I can do, the next man can do. But they choose not to do it. They won't do it. They refuse to do it. They question why they should do it. Following a righteous code of conduct, most people don't want to do that. Most people just want to drink, smoke, have sex, release their seed. So yeah, let me get onto some of the disciplines that build strength. This video could be incredibly long because there's just so much to discuss. But yeah, discipline is what builds strength. Discipline is what builds power. And through discipline comes freedom. It's through, that's the reason I work 1 to 2 hours a day, is because I wake up and I perform the exact same actions in the exact same order every single day. That's how you build discipline. So go to the gym. Yes, it's going to make you stronger physically, but it's not in the act of going to the gym. It's the discipline you build. I remember when I first started really young, but maybe, let me say 5 years ago, I decided, hey, I want to go to the gym 4 times a week. So I was like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, for example. And I went to the gym each of those days, regardless of how I felt, I went. And it's not like going to the gym that made me stronger. It was that discipline over time, and I reaped the rewards of that. So it was actually the discipline. So someone else might go to the gym 3 times a week, but he just goes when he feels like it 3 times a week. But I selected days. I'm going to be the one that's essentially increasing strength further. Yeah, we're both going to increase in strength, but I'm going to be rewarded better because of that discipline that I've set. So if you're going to go to the gym, even if it's just once a week, twice a week, by setting a discipline, this is the day I'm going to go. If you can even do a time, even better, because yeah. Let me talk about some disciplines. So semen retention, of course, is a discipline. And semen retention is one of the greatest disciplines you can practice. But again, I only started practicing semen retention because I saw ejaculation as the end of sex. That was our goal. A lot of the time for us young men, that's the goal. I was addicted to porn at one point. Semen retention is great for getting back on track. So now I can't even think about watching porn. And I don't like to ejaculate. If I'm with a woman, I don't want to ejaculate. The reason I don't practice semen retention before, so I remember I did 6 months fully celibate. And yeah, semen retention does make you feel powerful. It's if you then want to engage, what made me feel more powerful was having sex and not release it. Because again, remember, you get strength by doing what others want. Most people can't go 30 days, 60 days without releasing their seed, just holding, staying. But most people, right now, for example, I'm 4 copulations without releasing. Most people can't go 1 copulation without releasing. So semen retention is one thing, but you feel more power when you have sex and you don't release. You have sex, you don't release. I spoke about this in my advanced semen retention video, but semen retention is just one aspect of energy building, because I'm all about energy management and energy and strength, staying healthy. Energy, strength, all of these things coincide, because energy is money. When you have a high energy, things are just going to unfold for you easily and effortlessly. I just must say that if things don't unfold for you easily and effortlessly, with absolutely anything, it's not for you. It's not for you. reject it, run away from it, don't accept it. So yeah, energy is everything. So that's one of the disciplines, human retention. Ejaculation control, of course, is another discipline. If you have a girlfriend, speak with your girlfriend that you don't want to release every time, because like sometimes like with the girl I'm intimate with, I'll be like, yo, you got to work with me. Guys, if a woman is not making you stronger, what is the purpose of her presence? Like if she's not making your life easier, she's not helping you or aiding your performance, what is the purpose? Like you have to ask yourself, your woman needs to be making you stronger. And if she's not making you stronger as a man, nip it in the bud. So yeah, that's one discipline. I really have to talk about that. And I've written some notes here, guys. I'm going to discuss. It might be a bit of a long video, but again, power comes from discipline, strength comes from discipline. It doesn't come from lifting weights. Like, you're not going to get the street strength. It's like, you can read all the books in the world, like, but wisdom only comes from experience. Like, you have to see things. Like, you have to experience things. And that's why I love traveling, because 1 month for me is like 3 months for the regular person. And you only get that when you're like traveling. Yeah, and I've got discipline and serenity. I love the words like balance, tranquility, peace. That is also a discipline. Like I wake up and I meditate. That is just part of my daily discipline. Right now I meditate for 24 minutes every single day. 24 minutes is 24 hours in a day. And it's not easy, guys. Like it takes discipline, but it's somewhat easy now, because after a while it just becomes a habit. And when things become a habit, like I hear people say like with the gym, oh, they don't go gym because they want to, they go because it's blah, blah. Guys, I work out every day, not because I necessarily want to, it's just part of my like makeup. When you operate like a soldier, and soldier discipline is, I should actually add that as another point. Soldier discipline is very, very important. Like if you can go to the army for, I believe all men should like enlist or do some kind of like training for like 1 year, 2 years. And in my home country, it's actually a requirement. I think once you graduate, you finish school at 16, 17, 18, I can't remember what age, like you're required to like enlist in the army. And I believe there's something similar in Finland. You're required to go through some kind of training. I forgot what they call it. But because I wasn't enlisted and I didn't want to do the UK thing, I would have done the US thing 100%. Like if I had a green card, I had some kind of citizenship there, 100% would have enrolled. But that's going to build discipline. It's going to like mold your character and form you a lot as a man. So I had to create that myself, and I did that by forming a lot of these disciplines. And now my whole life essentially is this kind of discipline. So yeah, the next one is discipline of order and neatness. I also like the word immaculate, being perfectly clean. Like for example, right now as I'm filming this video, I've got books, I've got like speakers in the background on the chair, the pillows are propped up right, I've got dishes in the sink. But it's not crazy, but like after this video, I'm gonna completely order this place. You know, one thing I did that really helped me build discipline was, so that really helped me with this order and neatness. Let me say was dismantling my bed, chucking it in the storage, and sleeping on the floor, guys. I just bought a tatami mattress. I think it was called a Thai mattress. I spent probably about $150 on it. Best purchase I've ever made. Sleeping on the floor is amazing. And when you remove your bed, you remove a lot of clutter. A bed takes up 50% of a room. So you have more space to think, you have more space to focus. You know, I wasn't inviting women to the bed anymore. Like, just like, you know what I'm saying? So order and neatness. These things you might not think of disciplines, but once you do them, you realize that, again, discipline comes from strength. Discipline of rising early. So this is in line with like the soldier discipline. And one of the things, I used to wake up at 4 a.m. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. every single day. That's just part of my discipline. I used to wake up, and the first thing I did was wrap my boxing fucking wraps, and I trained. Like it was like very, very army-esque. Then I'm reading. Again, reading is a discipline. If you're doing it every day, whatever you do every day, whatever you do consistently over time is a discipline. By doing those things, you're building strength. So discipline of rising early is very, very good. Now I naturally rise about between 6 and 7 a.m. But going into the new year, I always like to change something, so I'm going to just start waking up at 5. But again, there's so many, yeah, let me just carry on. Discipline of taking cold showers over here, because I'm in the tropics, guys. Cold showers is just normal. It's not even really a discipline. But if you're in the West and you're used to taking these warm showers, I don't care how cold it is in your environment. If you can like get in the shower, like it's just gonna build, like it's gonna make you angry. You gotta imagine yourself heating up. Like so, again, everyone can take cold showers, but everyone will not. Most people are so used to those warm showers. Like, and I've got discipline of walking in the park or the woods before dawn. So the woods is before dawn. But I remember I used to live near the woods, and I was always in there. And in the woods, it's quite dangerous. I wouldn't recommend this to everyone. I would always say to bring some kind of weapon, because guys, someone can kill you in the woods. No one's gonna fucking know. Like you're really on your own in the woods. In fact, this reminds me of a story. I was in the woods just maybe like let's say 4 days ago, and I ventured quite deep. And that I always recommend going to the woods because the air is so clean and so pure. It's different standing in the ocean. It's just so much. It's just so. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, then I see two guys in the distance. And when you're in the woods again, it's a survival situation. And I'm like, I don't really want to have discussions in the woods with strangers. Like, it's weird. Like, he sees me and he's like walking up to me, and I'm like, well, bear in mind, guys, I'm learning language, but I'm not absolutely fluent. He's walking up to me and he's holding a stick in his hand. I'm like, yo, like, and I'm looking around. Should I pick up a stick? Like, how can you can't walk up to a stranger with a stick in his hand? So I was just like, you know what? Let me just walk back. I didn't let him get close to me. And the thing is, guys, when you're, because I'm a martial artist as well, and I'm a black belt Taekwondo. Like even with the stick in his hand, I knew I could have defeated him, but it just wasn't about that. Some fights just aren't worth taking. I don't care what he wanted. And he was like, "Oh, it's my walking stick," and I was like, "Bro, you're walking perfectly fine." So I just walked back and I just did my breathing, my belly breaths. Some what do they call it? Not Tai Chi. Might be a form of Tai Chi or Qi Gong. Let me continue again. The way to build strength is by doing what others won't, not what others can't. By doing what others want. Yeah, walking in the woods is very good. If you're going to do it at dawn, again, depends where you are and stuff like that, you've got to be careful. But walking in the park, and never bring a phone when you're in nature, guys. That's one of my rules. Like if I'm at the beach, if I'm in the woods, if I'm at a park, then you're bringing the digital to the nature. Like guys, this is what I walk around with here. It's very good. I can do everything with this phone. No space for new messages. I can do everything with this phone. I don't need much. No one can rob me. Blah blah blah. It's funny. I walk around with this, but I've never even attempted to be robbed. One of the things is, guys, I just don't look like a guy you can rob. Like I'm too alert. It's just not like, yeah. So it just doesn't happen, guys. It's more spiritual things that I'm concerned with. I'm not really afraid. I'm not afraid of anything except God. But like the physical is the last of my concerns. It's the spiritual, guys. I've had people attack me without touching me. Like things like it's crazy, man. Okay, next discipline. Discipline of it's written vegetarianism here, but I don't want to necessarily say vegetarianism. But it's just controlling what you're putting into your body. I don't really like to say diet because it has the word dye in it. Same reason I've never dyed my hair because why would I want to kill my hair? And if you dye your hair, that's exactly what you're doing. You're ruining the pigmentation. You're killing it slowly. Like it's weakened. It's not as strong. That's why I love that man. But yeah, that's why I don't like to say diet. The Rasta man, I'm so influenced by the culture, and I just feel it. But they call it liberty, eating liberty. What you consume, just watching what you consume. Oats was one of my staples, oats and like almond milk or oat milk. I don't really like to drink cow's milk, although I don't really have any sort of rules. And yeah, again, I don't like to drink cow's milk. The only time I even really drink milk now, because I don't eat oats every day anymore like I used to. But if you can follow the same diet and just with a few variations, guys can do this, women can't do this because women like variety. But guys, there's no reason why you should not be complaining about eating the same thing every morning. Like it makes your life way more simple. Like if you know exactly what you're gonna eat. I'm gonna make a video on this, why I consume like one solid meal a day. I like to call it one strong solid meal a day, and there's reason to that because, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Discipline of watching what you eat. I wouldn't call myself a vegan, even though I mostly just eat fruits and vegetables. I'll call myself a conscious eater because I can go and eat chicken or something like that, and it's not gonna harm anything. I just know what I'm consuming and I know how it affects my energy. Discipline of journaling. I keep a journal. My journal is right here. This is a new one, guys. I have loads of these. I've traveled the world and I never actually recorded or walked around making videos because that's just not my style. But I've got all of the memories in pages and I can publish it as a book if I choose. I've got so many of my memories and it just helps you clear your mind. Just putting whatever's on your mind. I write about relationships, a girl that I'm interested in, whatever's on my mind. I write about work, if that's top of mind, that kind of thing. I write about whatever it is. And there's a new discipline that I also recently discovered, it's like from the Hindu tradition, and that's when you're about to sleep, you're in bed, you review your day in your mind's eye, starting from the time you laid into bed and you go backwards to the start of your day. And by doing that, you sort of take more notice of your life and life starts to make more sense. It eliminates a lot of relevant dreams because you'll notice if you're a dreamer and you're strengthening your dreams, your dream recall and stuff like that, you'll start to notice that some of the things you experienced before bed or during that day, especially leading towards the bedtime hours, is something that might appear in your dream. So yeah, by doing that and just taking notice of things, you can do it very quickly. You can do it in less than 60 seconds. Just you strengthen your memory, 1, and 2, you take note of your life. Okay, this video is going, man. Discipline of journaling, discipline of not criticizing and not judging. That's self-explanatory. And I would add to this is the discipline of not trying to impress others or not trying to like share your knowledge, guys. I keep absolutely silent, even if people are talking about something or asking a question that I absolutely know and I have a lot of information on. I'll just keep silent unless someone directly turns to me and asks for my advice. Don't infringe upon others. Like, let them go their own journey. Like, if they're like, should we go this way or should we go that way? And I know that if they turn right, they blocked off the road. Let's say I know that, guys. If this A and B are talking and I'm C, I'm not saying a word unless they turn around and ask me. I'll be like, if they have to go down B and they'll see for themselves, so be it. And that's it takes discipline. Another example that I prefer is that let's say you hear some people talking about, okay, I'm going to use this. Let's say you people, oh, I'd love to go to Jamaica. I'd love to go to Jamaica, and they're talking about Jamaica, what it's like. And guys, I've lived in Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica. I've traveled the Caribbean. I'm going to keep absolutely silent. Like, you have to control your ego. You have to control the need to want to like impress or want to like, yeah. So I won't say a word. Like, especially here in Kenya, so many people like interested in Jamaica. Like Jamaica, so it just influences the world. And it's like I don't talk about the fact that I've just come from there. Like, I don't talk about nothing. Like, I don't talk about anything because again, when you have strength and energy, you don't need to talk. You don't need to speak. You don't need to do anything. Things just happen for you. Like, it's the same with like partners and stuff like that. Like, people are like, oh, you have to buy nice shoes, you have to get a nice car, you have to take us on a nice day. Guys, I get baddies and I don't have to do none of that. I just be myself. That is the key. You don't have to, when you have high energy, you don't have to do all these things these low energy guys have to do. They're gonna have to be like, I find it so funny. She's at my crib, first date, and then there's guys that have been begging to take her out for months. Guys, just because of your energy. Like, energy is everything, man. Yeah, so discipline of not arguing or fighting, guys. I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to debate. And you have to be very careful in relationships because when you're in a relationship, you kind of share some kind of emotion with the person if you catch feelings. So you have to be very careful not to allow any negative emotion elicited destroys your energy. So yeah, this video is it's a bit it's a bit everywhere, guys. But there's so much to talk about. Never fight. I never fight. I would rather walk away than fight. I'd rather run away than fight, even though I know I can whoop the person. I would never. Don't. Anytime you elicit any sort of negative emotion, it destroys your energy. So in relationships, if you elicit any kind of jealousy, like who's that, it destroys your energy. Guys, you really need to be protecting your energy. And I know we're almost entering a new year, but even into the new year, like, people are going to be looking for energy. Like, people are looking for new opportunities. When you approach the end of the year, people are often like, what have I done this year? They like to reflect. And reaching the end of the year, people are trying to seize energy from people. That's what I keep saying. Guys, I have no friends. I have no friends. Because people are always trying to best me and outsmart I and stuff like that. It's like, because when you're not a native in a land, people think they can outsmart you and pull stuff out of you. And when they realize they can't do that, they go quiet. Because, guys, I only focus on survival. I only focus on the foods that I'm going to consume. Because really and truly, transport, 1, 2, food and water. What else do you need? What else do you need? I don't have a TV on my wall. I don't need one. There's nothing else that I need. So yeah, those are some of the disciplines that you can practice. I hope that's you've learned something from watching this video. It's a bit of my longer videos, but again, like, guys, I'm just gonna be making videos that come to mind because I felt like I remember when I first started this channel, it was like seeing retention content, and I did that for a while and I stayed disciplined with it, and I saw like traction and stuff like that. But there's not much that I can't discuss semen retention because I don't like to discuss what I'm not doing. I'm practicing ejaculation control and I'm not about to be discussing my sexual experiences. But yeah, man, I hope you learned something from this video, man. I'm about to get immaculate, probably play some music. Yeah, more power to you.